Hi, and welcome back to Trying to with Leah. Today, we are talking about insecurities. We all have them. Some of us have had them since pretty much birth. I have a ton of them, in fact. But I think that every insecurity, even the ones that pop up randomly, it seems, are there for a reason. I think that they lead you to places that you need to work on yourself, or maybe even showing you an underlying greatest strength. So, for example, I grew up hating my body. I grew up like most girls probably did, looking in the mirror and seeing a distorted image of what was coming back at me. I was constantly comparing myself to all of these beautiful, stick thin models, actresses, singers, all of the, celebrities that we had at the time that I was in high school were nowhere near my body type. I wasn't overweight by any means, but I thought I was. And looking back on photos from that time, I'm like, man, I never got to enjoy having that small of a body just because I didn't believe I had it, when all the time I really did. So that realization as an adult taught me a lot of things. It taught me to look for the beauty in myself, look for the things that I love about myself in the mirror instead of letting this narrative take over. Now that I've gone through at least part of this ongoing health journey, and I have been able to drop the 70 pounds so far, it's shown me so much about myself, and it's shown me so much about my self-worth, how I was still just as worthy of the love and attention that I give myself today. I was just as worthy when I was at my heaviest. I was just as valuable as a person when I was at my heaviest. So I have a little challenge for you. At the end of this video, or the next time that you are looking at yourself in the mirror, go ahead and pick out five things about yourself that you actually think you like, whether it be your eye color, your complexion, your hairstyle that day, the fact that you don't have any zits, whatever it may be. Pick out five things that you like in the mirror each day. And if you do that every day, you start looking for all kinds of new things to say about yourself because you get tired of saying the same stuff every day. So it's a way for your brain to start looking for the good in yourself and the good in what's going on in your life. So I suggest you use that little tip if you can. It is transforming for a lot of people. So since we're going to go ahead and lay out all the insecurities here, I'll go ahead and talk about some more. So I have what's called a deviated septum. And that means that I usually cannot breathe through my nose. Now, I have worked for a very long time on different techniques that have helped me be able to breathe through my nose a lot easier. But there are points and times, especially when I'm struggling with allergies, that it is just not going to happen. But of course, with that deviated septum, I had surgery in order to fix it. And when I went in to get the packing out and all of that stuff, it was the most horrific experience. It felt like a full lobotomy, like a backwards lobotomy, I guess you would say. I don't know. It felt like they were pulling my brains out through my nose. It was awful. So we went back in for a checkup a couple of weeks after having that packing removed. And the doctor informed me that my nose had re-deviated. So I had a couple of options. I could either go back in and have the surgery again and pay for it again and recover again, or I could just learn to deal with a deviated septum. So I have to learn to deal with that. But unfortunately, a very unfortunate side effect of a deviated septum is that sometimes when I get allergies, I get a little whistle in my nose when I breathe in. So, one of these days we will, yeah, you can hear my allergies, I know. But one of these days we will, when my nose is whistling, I'll catch it on camera. But it is the weirdest thing ever. And yeah. Anybody else out there with a whistle nose? I don't know. That's weird. Uh, yeah. Continuing on with the insecurities. Of course, my hair has always been a big one as well. I have talked about on here how I have this piece of hair that just does not straighten at all because, or I'm sorry, does not curl at all because I straightened the crap out of it. But not only that, but my hair used to be, sorry, almost knocked over my drink there. Not only that, but my hair used to be frizzy like crazy because I straightened the crap out of it all the time. So I don't think I've shown that picture of me. I don't know. If I have, I'll cut this part out. But if I have not, here it is because it is a beauty. So another big insecurity of mine has always been my eyes in pictures. I tend to smile like this, and so my eyes get really small and squinty. And especially when I'm in a situation where I'm taking pictures outside in the sun, it's super small and squinty. So it's a family joke that my dad and I both have the same eyes, by the way. But it's a family joke that I don't open my eyes enough in photos. So my mom was always yelling at me throughout the years, open your eyes, just open your eyes in the photos, just make your eyes bigger, you know? And so I would constantly have pictures made where I was like, like that's what I looked like in the photo because I was trying to open my eyes so wide. And so, of course, I don't have a whole lot of those types of pictures because we tend to delete those if they look serial killer-ish or some kind of crazy. So we don't have a whole lot of those, but I also have the unfortunate habit of doing the thumbs up in all my photos. Like, so I do have a great photo of my graduation night from high school where not only was I doing the big eyes, but I was also doing my thumbs up, which is why I have thumbs up photos in my my thumbnails, my everything on YouTube, on Facebook, all of that stuff, my banners, all of that. I have big eyes and thumbs up because it is just embracing that crazy, funky, off the wall, goofy part of me that is just how I roll. I don't know what else to tell you. But yeah, I've always been like that. So, unfortunately, my son was also born with the squinty eyes in photos when he smiles. So my mom has, of course, yelled at him all of his life to open his eyes too. And while I have made the decision that I am not going to show my son on here at this point in time or my husband, it'll just be me for a while and we'll come to a determination on other things later on. But especially if you guys know me, you know my kid. But I did want to give you a recent little clippet of just his eyes from one of the professional photos that my sister did. Yep. That's my boy. That's awesome. Believe it or not, my height has also always been a big insecurity of mine. I have a lot of short people problems. Another big insecurity is that I am unfortunately a klutz. And that made me stand out a lot in high school as well. So one time I recall in high school, I was walking in the hallways and had to go downstairs. And so our stairs was basically like a platform at the top, and then you have a set of stairs going down, another platform, and then another set of stairs going down the opposite way. So you have stairs that are like this, basically. So of course I had all these books in my hands and everything, and I'm walking, and I am not a graceful person by any means. And so of course I fell down that first flight of stairs. And so I got up on the platform and I'm like, oh my God, okay, I'm good. I'm recovering, I'm getting all my books and everything together. And unfortunately, I proceeded to fall down the second set of stairs. So, and even more unfortunately, there were a ton of classmates around. So that was cool. If you saw that, thanks for being here. So another example of my clumsiness and short people problems in high school, I had a class one day, and as a short person, you tend to have issues with the length of your pants a lot of the time. Most of the pants that I bought for myself were way too long because my legs were so short. So my mom was constantly having to hem all of my pants. And so this particular pair of pants that I was wearing this day was not hemmed. And if you know anything about having pants that are way too long, is that sometimes the back of those pants can go underneath your shoe. And if you tend to walk to where you put quite a bit of pressure on your heel as you walk, you can definitely have your feet just slide right out from under you. Which is unfortunately what happened to me as I was trying to throw something away at the trash can, walking from my desk over to the trash can, confident and cool until I got over there. And of course, my feet just slip out from under me and the trash can go down to the ground. So, of course, the entire class is cracking up laughing. And I am mortified. So I get up and, get the trash can upright and go back to my desk and everything and just try and forget about it, which of course I can't. So a little bit later in the class, I unfortunately have to throw something away again. I think it was tissues. I think I had bad allergies that day or something, but I don't know. Anyway, so I had to throw something away. And so I am walking as carefully as freaking possible to get to that trash can without slipping again, because God knows how mortifying that would be. So, of course, I get over to the trash can, and once again, my feet come out from underneath me and I fall down on the ground. So I am even more mortified, and yeah, my classmates are just having the best time. So I get back to my desk and we try and move on from the hysterics. The teacher is like, everybody calm down, and unfortunately, it's just, I'm Murphy. I'm Murphy from the laws about me. It's about me. Anyway, so there was a boy in the class who happened to be kind of like a class clown. He was always cracking jokes. He was always a lot of fun, very popular, very funny, really nice kid. So later on in the class, he gets up to throw something away, and like it's a game, just kind of slides into the trash can like it's, first base. So I don't know, whatever base, I don't know, home run, whatever. Anyway, I don't know baseball terms. But he slides into the trash can, and of course, the class just dies in laughter again. And then the teacher threatens anybody else that does it gets in trouble. I honestly don't know if he did that on purpose to take some of the embarrassment and humiliation off of me. I don't really know. If he did, that was really nice, and thank you. But if not, it worked anyway. So a couple of days later, nobody even cared because I had probably done something far stupider by that point. So yeah, with any insecurity, just like with anything in life, you have the choice to take a bad outlook on it and have a bad view of it, or rewrite that story and take a positive view on it, take a positive outlook. Maybe it's something for you to work on. Maybe you need to learn to love yourself and value yourself even when you're at your worst. And maybe that insecurity can help you get there. For me, a lot of it is about just accepting myself, accepting who I am as a person, accepting my quirks and the unusual things about me. And, I invest in myself every single day. So I hope that you start investing in yourself. You start taking a look at your own insecurities and saying, hey, is this a lesson to be learned? Is this something I can improve upon? Is this something that is showing me something about myself that I didn't even know? I think that that's very important in life, for you to view life with optimism and hope, because otherwise you're viewing your life with pessimism and doubt and cynicism. And that's not going to lead to anywhere good. So, follow along and let me know if you are optimistic like I am. Let me know if you think you may have some stuff to work on as well, because I think we all do. I don't stop working on myself. It is a daily thing now. And I think that it's going to be that way for the rest of my life. So, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and catch me here next Tuesday. Have a great day. And remember, life gets better when you try.